In the recent update to Inferno, where the textures of these barrels were changed along with other textures in Inferno, this smoke broke because this roof has been extended now, so it bounces off the top of the roof and goes towards like this flower bed over here, or sometimes even somewhere over there. So this is not really useful anymore. But there is a way to throw the same smoke, and I have Insta lineups for them. These smokes are a bit complicated in terms of like how you line them up as well as how you throw, and they are not very forgiving, so you need to be perfect in where you are aiming and when you throw the smoke. So I'll just go over them quickly. So for the first spawn, look for the end of this bottom roof and the end of this top roof over here. So for the bottom roof, you need to be aiming slightly towards the right side, which should be better visible now. And for the top roof, you are perfectly in line with that. And you need to throw the smoke when you cross this wooden rafter over here. So all of these smokes are walking forward and jump throw. So you walk forward as shown, throw the smoke when you cross that rafter. So these smokes will bounce off of this wall and then take a bounce off the roof and then bloom over here. But if you walk a bit too far forwards, what will end up happening is that it misses this ledge and goes more towards mid and takes time to bloom towards banana. If you move while throwing the smoke, if you move forward too much, it will cover the middle area over here, but it may not cover banana, so you need to be aware of that. For spawn 2, the points of reference are the left side of this stone on the wall and the top beam over here. And you throw the smoke when you cross this group of white marks on the wall, or just below the roof over there. So just as shown, walk forwards, throw the smoke when you cross the set of white marks, and again very similar to the previous one, bounces off of these two, takes a bounce over here and then lands perfectly. So these two smokes or these two spawns, I found that it is easy to make these consistent. For the remaining three, it is a bit more difficult because you're farther away from the midline, but we'll just go over them regardless. So for the third spawn, which is right over here, you use the same beam for reference and the top part of the alcove on the wall. So just as shown, and then you throw the smoke again from the same point where you basically are crossing that group of white marks on the wall. In this case, because this smoke is being thrown from the right, this does go more towards mid, but as you can see, it does cover banana area as well. But again, if you walk a bit more than it's required, then it will cover mid but may not cover banana entirely. For spawn 4, the points of reference are going to be the end of this roof, so the point right at the on the left side of the window, and then you aim above that, move your crosshair till you're in line with this point on the wall, and you throw the smoke when you cross this white mark right below the roof line over there. This is very similar to the first two, but again you need to make sure that you throw it at exactly the right time, otherwise this becomes more of a mid smoke than a banana smoke, and that is most likely not what you want. For spawn 5 now, you use the top part of this alcove again, and the other line is the center of this flower over here. So again, this line and the center of this flower. And you throw the smoke right when you are about to hit this white mark on the wall. A good way of doing so would be like as soon as you cross this top stone, that is when you should be about to throw the smoke. So again, top part of the alcove and the flower on the bottom. I'll zoom out so that you can see the entire lineup, and then walk forwards and throw right before you're about to hit that white mark. Like I said, so spawn 1, 2, and 3 and even 4, you should be able to make it consistent for spawn 4 and 5 actually, and even for spawn 3. It may take more time to bloom towards banana, but it should eventually spread and cover the entire bit. So these are the Insta mid slash banana smokes, and I hope these work out for you. That's it.